Welcome back to Sunset Wildlife Connection on Real-Time Animal Rescue. My name is Margaret. So today we are going to be feeding our rescued snakes. So I feed my snakes on average weekly. It depends usually on the day. It's normally Thursdays, but I kind of like to change it up because, again, in the wild, snakes do not eat every single day. So, or at least not like every Thursday, they're not going to just be eating. So I like to kind of change it up because that's how their natural diets would be. So, again, snakes do eat rodents. So if that's not something that you want to see, you do not have to watch this video. But we do feed thawed frozen mice. So we will take them out of the freezer the day before. We put them in the refrigerator to start de-thawing. And then we take them out about 3 to 4 hours before we're going to feed, get them room temperature, then feed it out to the snakes. So we do not feed live here. And I'll explain to you guys why. So there's a couple reasons that we don't feed live here. The first reason is that it can actually be very dangerous for your snake. So ideally in the wild, obviously they're going to be eating live animals and live rodents, birds, whatever snakes eat out in the wild, they would be eating that live. But this is not the wild. This is a captive situation with rescued snakes. So because of that, we do not feed live here. It is not the same thing as live animals in the wild eating out in the wild. It's not the same thing. These are tanks. These are some of the snakes behind me that you guys can actually see right here. That is a small space for a rodent. They're pretty much trapped. So it's almost like canned hunting. So because of that, the rats and the mice will actually try and defend themselves. So that is why I do not feed, one of the reasons why I do not feed live rodents to our snakes. I do not want our snakes getting hurt. I have heard of horror stories of snakes getting really bad injuries, bite marks, even losing eyeballs, even actually being completely consumed and causing that animal's death. So we do not feed live for that reason. Number two reason that we do not feed live is I personally do not think that it is an ethical thing. I do not think that it is ethical to be throwing in a live animal than a tiny little space. This is not an ecosystem. This is a captive snake's enclosure. So that is the other reason that I personally do not feed live rodents to my snakes. So one, because it is better for the health of my snakes. Two, for the ethical reason of, again, I'm not going to do any kind of canned thing that's going to be really stressful for the mouse. And then all those stress hormones actually go into your snake as well. So just a lot of reasons why I don't like to feed live. But in this episode, or in this video, we are going to be feeding our 6 rescued snakes. So come follow me along as we feed them out. So first I'm going to show you the rats. There is a lot of blood. They're kind of bloody, so just be careful and, watch yourself there. But this is what we're going to be feeding. We have all these guys laid out. They're nice and warm. And then these are all of the snakes that we are going to be feeding today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab tongs, which would give me a second. I'm about to find some. I know I used some earlier. Okay, here's a set of tongs. So that's our mammal room behind me. You can kind of see some of the mammals in there. But then this is our reptile room. You can see everybody in there. So you can see I have a couple different size rodents. We have a couple different sizes of snakes here. So we're going to start right here. This is Circe, and she is a king snake. So we're going to start with her and see how she is. So I'm going to open this up. Okay. And then for her, we're going to grab a large mouse. You can see her tongue. She's smelling it right now. Now, sometimes she'll strike it, but I've gotten her nice and chunky. So she doesn't really strike as crazy as she used to, but we'll see. And if not, then I usually just leave it here and she can either eat it overnight or she can eat it in 5 minutes. She can eat it pretty much whenever she wants. Okay. I have this thing flipped on the wrong way. Sorry, give me a second. Let me take this off really quick. But you can see Certsy over here still smelling, looking for her mouse. Okay, give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. You can see, look at how cute she is. Look at her cute face. Okay, so next we're going to feed our boa, and he is going to get one of these. This is a large rat. So he is going to get that, and he is so ready because he was shedding, and that is called opaque. So that is when a snake is shedding. The scientific term is opaque. So he is very hungry because I do not feed when they are opaque. So this is him right here. This is Freckles. And he's going to be very hungry. So Freckles is a red-tailed boa. He is about 2 years old now, so he's not full size yet, but females are actually larger than the males. So he won't get quite as big as some of those females that are like 8 to 10 feet long. He'll only be about 6 to 8. So we'll just kind of have to see. He's usually faster than this, but he strikes really fast. So like I've been feeding snakes for over 10 years and he still makes me jump. So sometimes I'll wiggle the rat to make it look kind of stimulating, like as if it was live. So we're just gonna leave this one. Oh, I dropped the camera because he surprised me. But you can see, look, he is a constrictor, so he wrapped around it. And now I'm gonna try to put him back in to the house. I told you he's so fast. You have to move, buddy. There we go. So you can see him wrapping even more now. That is a sign of a constrictor. So sorry. Hopefully that this is the right way because I dropped it. It looks like it is. Hopefully this stays that way. Hopefully the camera was able to adjust. Okay, next we're going to also feed another extra large or large rodent to our ball python up here. This is Koa. And we'll see if she's hungry today. She needs water as well. I'll get her some water here in a minute. So I know that she's in this little hide back here. And it actually looks like she is also opaque. So I can tell, you can tell by her eyes right here. I can see that it's a little glossy. So instead, what we're going to do, we're going to save this one then, and I'm going to actually give it to probably my owl tomorrow. He had one already today, but I'll probably just give him that tomorrow anyways, because obviously I don't want to waste it. And again, I'm not going to feed the snakes when they're shedding. So because of that, it takes too much energy for them to be able to digest their food. It takes too much energy for them to be able to shed. So it's kind of one or the other. I do not feed while they are shedding because it can actually rot in their stomachs if you feed them while they're shedding. So not going to do that. But what I will do is start missing her more often than I usually do. So next we're going to pick up this one. This one is going to be for our other ball python who's a little bit younger. And that happens sometimes. I usually check to see if the animals are opaque the night before, but it does happen where they sometimes. Okay, hang on. I'm going to set you guys Well, so I'm going to kind of take this off so that she can come out. Now, she is really bad at striking. So because of that, I have actually been struck by her once, and it was just an accident, just because she's really bad at it. But she's actually gotten better as she's gotten older. The snakes are not being super cooperative today, but that happens, especially with ball pythons. Look at how pretty she is, though. Isn't she beautiful? Are you going to eat, girl? Okay, we're just going to leave this one, too, and she can try to find it overnight. Okay, next we're going to do, this is Arrow's enclosure. Oh, he needs water, too. So let's try to find him. So I like to locate the snake's head first, because I do not want to just be sticking my hands in enclosures where I don't know where the snakes are. And then if they think that I'm food, anything crazy. Now, he's a burrower, so I also check underneath his enclosure to see if I can find him. But I do not see him still, but I literally just saw him not that long ago, so I know he's in here somewhere. This is old poop, I think. That's my dog, Abigail. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I see movement in the little egg. There's his head. Do you see it? He just popped out of the egg. Okay, now we're going to take one of these. We're actually going to offer him two. I'm going to try the bigger one first, though, and see if he wants this one. Oops. And then I dropped it, of course. Okay, let's try this again. It looks like his light just turned off. So, sorry about that. Okay, let's try again. He's trying. So he is venomous. This is a venomous snake. Ooh, he's going to flip. You're so dramatic. But he is a venomous snake. So I can tell that because he has like the square jawline. So because he has like the square jawline, that actually means that he's carrying the venom. But I'm able to work with him because he has the venom in the very back of his mouth. And it's a paralyzing venom. It's not necessarily a killing venom. So I really have to like try to stick my finger in his mouth and like stab myself to try to even get to the venom. And then it's not even that like super dangerous. So that's why we're able to work with him in that capacity. Yeah, all the snake's lights just turned off. See, Cersei's turned off. Okay, now this is Bo. This is our final snake. So she is more than likely in here. And oh my gosh, is she opaque now too? I think she is. Yes, she is too. Dang it. I always check the day before, and I always feel like this happens to me every single time. Either the snake is shedding and I don't pull for them, and then they shed overnight on the day that I'm supposed to be feeding, or vice versa. They will go to I go to feed, I pull for everybody as I checked the day before, and then everybody's opaque. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually put it in the fridge because then I'm going to save it, like I said, for fox, owl, cat. Somebody will want to eat all that fun stuff. So all that stuff we will do tomorrow. I'm going to wait on this one because I'm going to see if Arrow, the venomous over here, the little hog nose right here, I'm going to see if he wants to have a second one. But look at how, hopefully you guys can see okay. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see him taking it down. It's pretty cool, right? Because they can dislocate their jaws, and then you can see that he's actually working it slowly down and using his muscles throughout his body to help him be able to swallow that food. It's very, very impressive, actually. Snakes are really fascinating animals. They're very important for our ecosystems. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. I will try to do another video soon. I will probably actually be posting a live either tomorrow or the next day because we just picked up a couple new rescues today. And it wasn't, nobody was neglected or anything, but it is a really cool story. So make sure you guys are liking here on Real Time Animal Rescue. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel because I will be posting, or I will be going live tomorrow or Saturday. So make sure you guys are on there. And then we also, if you guys look in the description of this video, you guys can actually find us as well on YouTube. I do YouTube vlogs. So I will vlog about our animal rescue, and it's more of an edited versus live. Obviously, Real Time Animal Rescue, most of this is live. So then I do more of like an edited version with like music. I usually do different vlogs, like day in the life vlogs. I will also do animal training vlogs. I'll do like animal spotlights, things like that. So you guys can find that link in the description. I'm also active on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So you can also find those links below. There's also donation links. I am wearing one of our bonfire merch if you guys want to support our nonprofit animal rescue. If not, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow in another live stream with a couple of our new animals. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.